Deputy National Security Advisor to President Clinton. Now, let me begin with you, Senator Dodd. When we spoke on Sunday, when I interviewed you on Sunday on Late Edition, you made the point that the President's National Missile Defense Shield was not really targeted at the real threat facing the United States. What you said you worried much more about was a terrorist attack against a U.S. target, specifically in New York. Was someone asleep at the switch?
Well, look, tonight we're going to worry about these families. The human dimension, the loss is staggering. The president, everyone's going to rally behind. Obviously, we want to go after the people responsible, do it in a responsible way. Even those who may be harboring these people, as the president said tonight, he'll have total support, in my view, from Congress. Obviously, there are questions that have to be raised here about this. You've had this today, somewhere between 15 and 20 terrorists commandeer 4 aircraft and 3 airports and attack 2 major targets in the United States. How does that happen? And today is not the day to raise that question specifically, but certainly that will be a question raised by people across the country and as we talk with people at our intelligence agencies. The issue of a national missile defense is an important debate. I happen to be one who believes there's a rationale for investing research dollars in that area. But it's a lower priority in my view, and I think this view is shared by many of my colleagues in Congress, many Democrats and some Republicans who believe that there's a higher degree of danger that we face from the very kind of thing we saw today, that we've seen on recent terrorist attacks. So while we support the idea of some research in missile defense, this nation faces a far greater threat from the kind of tragedy that we witnessed in New York and Washington.
Secretary Christopher, once the U.S. government learns specifically who is responsible for these attacks today against targets here in the United States, what should President Bush do?
Well, you obviously have to take very strong action. Wolf, I think we have to focus not only on the direct perpetrators, but those who support them, as well as perhaps those who give a place to them. The United States cannot sit back and just try to find out who the people on the firing line here in the United States were. We have to find out where the support came from, who might be harboring them in the future. I worry a little bit that the bin Laden solution is too glib, too easy for us. We have to get deeper. We have to drill down and find out what has really happened here, what violated our security, why we had so little intelligence about this. We have a whole big issues ahead of us. All of the old issues, I think, are going to fade until we resolve this particular problem.
Jim Steinberg.